So we're gonna play some Sonic 4 for Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
Everyone's favorite Sonic game.
I love Sonic 4.
This one's a hack of Speedy Gonzalez. Don't usually do a lot of hacks, but this one is kind of a classic bootleg. I remember, I think you showed it to me years ago. You might not remember.
I don't even remember.
Just like, what? Oh, it's Sonic on Super Nintendo. We're really amazed by that. Super Nintendo Sonic so far is the only bootleg I've gotten that is in a Super Famicom cartridge. And this game has gone by a few names, probably most often Sonic 4, which is what my Retron likes to call it. However, the cartridge says it's Sonic and Knuckles, which is perfect since Knuckles isn't in the game, and they really went all out on that label, didn't they? I do like that the back of this cartridge still keeps the Nintendo logo on it as well. There's some awesome title screen shit.
I'd say there's no 4. I'm disappointed.
Yeah, it's just Sonic 4 sometimes. Wow, that's great looking.
Sonic 4 on the label.
Yeah, it's Sonic 4 on some labels. Mine actually calls it Sonic and Knuckles.
Well, that is an ampersand. That's even worse than...
Yeah, it's great that they use Sonic and Knuckles, considering Knuckles isn't in this.
Just randomly print a label out that they find.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, stolen sprites from Sonic 2. I believe is some kind of graphical error when they were hacking this thing that rendered the sky red, but that's always one of the things that stood out to me about this.
It's just sunset.
Yeah.
That's it.
Keep out.
Keep out.
I really like that they gave Sonic a kick move. Which is why.
That's Speedy's.
Yeah, it was Speedy. And the rings were cheese.
Nice.
This is what I hate about this game, or the real game that it's ripping stuff from, is a lot of the jumps are pretty dumb. And that cage will kill you.
Oh, nice. Oh, and there's Mario. Nice.
Yeah.
Then he just sort of jumps around like a little idiot.
Yeah. Use your
Great.
checkpoints in this. Die!
He couldn't have used like Tails or something. It would have made
No,
sense.
because the story is about Sonic and Mario becoming friends.
That's great.
Oh, it didn't jump. Dead.
Oh!
No. I keep losing the bouncer. I didn't see it for a second. It's like, oh yeah, it's a mushroom. They couldn't hack that to the Sonic bouncer because that'd make too much sense. I pressed jump. This time I'll really do it. There we go.
There you go. The game stopped cheating.
Yeah. Ooh, he becomes a Sonic 3 sprite for a second. Why not? Oh, they're getting another Mario.
Yep.
Mario checkpoints. You have to keep saving them, apparently.
He just, after you save him, he runs ahead and then gets caught again.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mario's just really incompetent. I guess they were more of a Sega fan. Oh.
Mario!
Nice.
Bleh.
Don't want to get hit by those cages, they're insta-death. Killed Daffy the Crow. Someone's probably mad. It's like, oh, that crow's name is something. You watch Speedy Gonzalez lately?
Just didn't make sense. It's like, oh look, Daffy Duck wants to eat Speedy Gonzalez. How does this make any sense?
Oh, there
at
were
all?
ones like that.
Yeah, there actually was. There were like the really, really later Looney Tunes, and it was like, For some reason, the only characters they wanted to use were Daffy Duck and Speedy Gonzales. And it's like, oh look, they're trapped on an island and Daffy's hungry, so he's gonna try to eat Speedy.
Nice. And there's a Sonic with Speedy's palette. Maybe you can try the next level. Alright. This is supposed to be a later level. I do know that they switched this one to the front. Though still, like, some of the jumps are a little weird. But I mean, it's just a game that they stole from Sunsoft, so I guess you can't give them too much credit for this.
It's weird because it's like the mountains in the background don't match the color of the sky that they changed. So it's like there's floating mountains for no reason.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah, just this red void in behind there.
That's the whole jumping thing you're talking about.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
There we go. Wow. Stupid crow. Can I, like, kick it? Or...
Yeah.
There we go.
It's weird, it kind of like jerks him sometimes when you're doing the spring.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, I got my heart! Oh.
Comes Sonic 3 for a second. The Mario thing where it goes, Mario, Mario! I know that's just the programmer, apparently, one of the programmers.
That's pretty great.
That voice. Mario! And when you get the speed shoes in, it goes, Sonic, Sonic!
I find these things hard to use.
The spring?
Yeah.
Just don't try to jump on them.
Muriel. Yeah.
Mari, Mr. Mari.
Muriel.
Yeah,
it's an old lady wearing a fake mustache.
I was thinking of those like hacks though on the 76 and one and whatever ones that changed it to Mr. Mari.
Those are always pretty great.
Yeah.
Mr. Mari.
Yeah. When you're this big, they call you Mr. Mari.
Hurry! What? There's time.
Yeah.
What?
I guess if you're gonna steal
now.
something, Speedy Gonzales makes a little bit of sense for Sonic.
Yeah, considering it feels like it's a Sonic knockoff anyway.
Mm-hmm. Just missing like rings or not rings, the loops. That's the one thing it feels like you should have. But
Weird
other
colored
than that,
Sonic.
Yeah.
There's really nothing for enemies except those weird rock things and the crows.
Yeah.
It's like it. It feels so empty compared to a Sonic game.
It really is pretty barren around here. It's also weird trying to deal with like health with Sonic because sometimes you just think you got rings and like, I'm good, I got rings. Oops! Yeah. It hurts.
Yeah. That was always the thing with bosses in Sonic 2, because you could just be like, oh look, I have a bunch of rings. Oh, I got hit. Just make sure I grab one of those rings.
Yeah.
And you could just get hit forever and it didn't matter.
Is this like a leap of faith here?
I think you're going backwards or something. Maybe you have to go back because there's a branch.
Hurry!
Oh yeah,
no.
see, I think that's where you gotta go.
But
You think you have to go, but you're gonna die.
Oh, stupid crow. Daffy Crow. He wants to eat Sonic. Because we just, we're out of ideas, I guess.
Well, it's just like how many times it's like, why would a duck want to eat a mouse? Like, oh look, I'm hungry. I'm going to imagine this mouse with an apple in his mouth roasting over a spit. Like, what?
Did like some of the later Looney Tunes where they did more crossover like that. They're weird.
Yeah, because it's like there's like, oh, let's take the idea that we would have of like a Yosemite Sam Bugs Bunny episode and put Daffy and Speedy in there instead. Like,
I always liked the ones with Bugs Bunny and Wile E. Coyote because he talked in those ones.
yeah, that was always fun too. Wile E. Coyote, super genius. Except there was one where it was like, do you remember the one and they did it like it was Roadrunner style and Bugs was running around going meet meet.
No, I don't remember that.
It was pretty funny. That was another later one, I think. It's just... There's the arrow. Leap of faith!
But it didn't take me anywhere.
It's like, no, you just have to go this way.
Cheating. What are you telling me to do, game?
Maybe you're supposed to play with those rocks.
Pretty nothing going on here.
Yep. Well, that's the end of the game.
Yeah, we beat it.
Morally wrong. That's right, if you kick Muriel, then everything will be fine. Oh, come on. It's like...
So...
It does look like it's going to take you somewhere different.
Yeah, that is weird though. It doesn't feel like I went somewhere different.
I know.
Oh, but that would have been where I, like, used the thing over, I guess. But if this just takes me backwards, I'm going to be mad.
Wait, you're in a tunnel thing now, so
Okay.
it's different. Ooh. Yep, that actually was the end of the level. This is weird tunnel.
Ooh, fireworks!
Yes!
Just like, oh, suddenly this isn't all messed up.
Whoa! Hey, look! Look, it's Robotnik. I mean,
Yeah.
Eggman.
He just turned into a
I'm supposed
giant
to fight
cat.
this idiot.
Do you kick him?
Oh no. I feel like I should, jump on his head while I'm a ball, but it's not gonna work.
Yeah. Don't try to kick him when he's a ball. Though. Yeah.
Wait,
There you go. That's his health over there, those
yeah.
batteries. Whatever those
That's
are.
right, batteries, because he's a robot. I suck at this guy! Oh, so when I die, he retains that he's lost his health?
Oh, that's interesting.
I'm not gonna argue.
Yeah.
So you really just do have to walk up and give him an awkward kick. That's how you fight this guy. Ah! Oh well. Oh, one more hit. Like wasting all my lives on this stupid boss.
Yeah. It's odd. So he's dead, right? Okay. It just ends.
That's it. Bye.
Nice.
He's just got Tweety things on his head, and then I'm gone.
So do you have any final thoughts on Sonic SNES?
Is just blah. I don't know. It wasn't very exceptional, to be honest.
The Speedy Gonzalez game, I guess, isn't that exciting of a game anyway, so it's like, alright, if you put Sonic in there, it's got a little bit of interest with that kind of crap.
Pretty much. Other than that, you just have like, oh look, an empty, bland 16-bit platformer knockoff.
Yeah,
That's
but
about it.
let's take a look at the ending for it.
I bet that's exciting.
Whoa, you made it! Awesome! Like, they're amazed that you bothered to finish this piece of shit. Now Sonic and Mario are good friends forever.
Yes! That's why he's still hanging out with Tails instead of Mario.
And nobody can separate them.
Except for Tails.
Tails, you bastard. Sonic loves Nintendo, Mario loves Sega.
This blasphemy. My elementary school self would just be like...
Years later, they will be in the Olympics together. It was all foretold by this stupid bootleg.
That's right. Look at the programmers, they're useless people. Go away.
They're useless people. When it's a game that's not actually programmed by them, there's not as much to say because it is just a legit game that's
Pretty
been
much.
messed around with a little bit.
So it's like, let's just take an unexceptional fake Sonic game and put Sonic and Mario in it.
Yeah. I just always had a memory of this one because of when you showed me the ROM of it that you don't even remember.
I don't even remember it because it's that forgettable.
Yeah.
Nice.
Apparently it was memorable to me, but not to him. I was just like, oh, Sonic on Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
But yeah, not much lasting appeal. It's an oddity, but then you play it for a few minutes and you're like, I hate this.
Pretty much.
As it's a hack, there's not a whole lot to give them here. Game hacks have obviously come a long way since something like this was put out there back in '96, but the novelty of playing Sonic on Super Nintendo saw this get put on a lot of bootleg carts. The Sonic sprites to replace Speedy are placed in alright in most places, but there is some jerkiness and inconsistencies. Like him sometimes turning into a Sonic 3 sprite, which has a slightly different style. But the most prominent screw-up is where they left the Speedy color palette at the stage completion screen. I suppose it was slightly impressive that they got those doofy-sounding Mario and Sonic voice clips that they did themselves in there in '96. They changed the level order, likely because the wood stage feels a bit more like a Sonic level. However, they screwed up the background, leaving it mostly red with floating trees. 2. Again, I can't really credit Sonic 4 SNES with anything gameplay-wise, as it's just Speedy Gonzalez, but with less. They removed some of the levels, removed a bunch of the music, the map screen, and any of the specific stats on the stage clear screen. 0. A Sonic game on a Nintendo system was a really funny concept once upon a time, and they even added to that by having Sonic's goal be to save Mario. Lots of Marios, apparently. I do really get a kick out of the Sonic and Mario are BFFs for life ending they came up with as well. Adding to the oddity of this one is the music they chose, because while they did delete a bunch of the original Speedy soundtracks, they swapped in the music from the Galactic Galaxies level for the title screen. And then the boss of that level, the second fight with Elgato, is now used for the opening forest level. As the original use for these tracks was in a space level, they were no doubt supposed to have an odd otherworldly quality about them, but when applied to this Sonic hack, it adds to the odd feeling of something isn't right here. Which is honestly one of the things I actually really like about this hack. I don't know how purposeful that was, but it's made me really like that Elgato boss theme, which I'm sure I wouldn't have ever really listened to if it wasn't for Sonic on SNES. 7. There are a lot of cover variants for this one, as it's been getting bootlegged for a long time. Some of these even came in a Genesis-style box, which is kinda neat. However, the artwork was just a lazy edit of Sonic 3 with blue area slapped over the 3 so that it could put a 4 over it. Some others came in Super Nintendo-style boxes, and later releases ripped off the Sonic Adventure 2 logo and artwork. A kind of funny thing is, though, most of them have Sonic and Tails on them, except mine, which is Sonic and Knuckles, of course. But it seems that none of these carts really tried to showcase the fact that the game featured both Sonic and Mario. You'd think one of them would have slapped the two of them on there together. 5. You're likely better off playing the real game if you actually wanted to play this kinda average platformer that has some annoying jumps. 3. And the Bootleg Zone's VG overall is 4! Sonic 4! I can't rate this very high as it is just a hack, but it does score some points with me for being a classic stupid bootleg game and deciding to use some odder, catchier tunes from Speedy.
It kind of just felt like a mid-90s cash-in knockoff mascot platformer.
Yeah. Wow. Surprise.